Jump into the mothership. Jump into the mothership. Jump into the mothership. Hi, welcome back to the mothership. I'm Dylan, your friendly space ninja. Good to see you. And I am joined, as always, by Bruno the Commander.
What
and
do?
Amanda the Jedi.
What up?
All right. How are you guys? How's it going?
Good.
Yeah.
That was the first intro. We got it the first time.
Nailed it.
The first time.
The first time. And today, we're going to be answering your questions. You guys have been popping some questions on the internets, on the
right.
Instagrams.
You guys got questions? We's got answers.
We've got answers. We're going to try to see if we can answer questions. Some of them are deeper than others. Some of them are just really fun.
Let's go.
But I'm going to start with one that will be, I think, productive, which is kind of ironic because the question is, how do you get over procrastination for your work?
Gotta pay that rent.
Yeah,
that's
you
true.
just fucking do it. Like,
That's
I don't-
true.
I don't know how to get around
It's
that.
like, deadlines and panic and
Mhm.
like, I guess
Anxiety.
before that was all there. It was just the like drive to make it a career and like knowing that
Yeah.
if you didn't keep up with it, it was never gonna pan out into anything. So,
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
passion.
and it's a passion. Yeah, it's passion that you enjoy it, what you're doing. So,
But it's also, I think, being especially like in the YouTube sphere, it's like if you're not working, you feel really guilty.
yeah.
yeah.
So you're like pushing yourself because there's this sense of, again, I think we've talked about that last season, but it's like the second that I'm not working, I feel really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
I feel really, really, really guilty. So I feel like even if I just finished a huge project, I'm already on to the next one.
Yeah, because you're like, well, that one took so long that I got to jump right into the
Yeah,
next one.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think something that I do is giving myself deadlines, like very sharp deadlines
Yeah.
that I have to meet. And sometimes when I know that I'm procrastinating too much, I will give that deadline publicly.
Yep.
So I'll be like, new video out by Sunday. And then if I don't, I feel awful. So I really move my ass to get it done. But I try not to do that too much because last time I did it too much, I burnt out.
Yep.
And that wasn't the greatest.
No.
But
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you have any other ways to deal with procrastination?
I mean, look, if you're talking procrastination in terms of like YouTube and you need to pump out a video or else you're literally not paying rent, then
Yeah.
that's all the problem, or that's all the motivation you need to get that done. But in terms of like regular stuff, I don't know. I mean, I put like a weight on myself. Like I can't sleep at night if I know I got something to do. Like
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
gotta
that's very
do
true.
it. There's no way around it.
Yeah.
To the point where it's fucks with you. Like it gets like anxiety inducing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, very much.
You
so.
Yeah.
really just stay on your shit. The second you fall off, that's when you like lose it. So stay on it, get it done, and that's it.
And that has to be intense for you because you travel so much.
Yeah.
I can't imagine
That
Yeah.
me neither.
how hard
It
that
gets
must be.
hard. This like past year, I have a friend who's been he edits for a few different YouTubers, so I'll get him to do the occasional.
Okay.
Like, so I'll do the scripting, recording, and the first pass edit. So I cut out all the ums and
okay.
ahs, and I get it down to like what I want it to
Yeah.
be, and then put in any like actual clips I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm.
And then basically all he does is do like the zoom ins, zoom outs. I let him add some jokes if he thinks something's funny, and he's a funny guy, so it works. But
Fair.
like, so that helps every now and again. You can't always bank on that. They won't always
No,
be able to
that's
turn
rough.
something around as quickly as you would.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're doing work for someone else.
Yeah.
But it's just, I try to plan ahead in those situations, but unintentionally it'll get you in, like, if you want to do a big project, and I've been trying to work on some big projects and it's been impossible because it's like I have to do all of these things, and then while I'm doing all these things, when I'm traveling for whatever I'm traveling for, I've then got to just get something out.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean that I don't care about what I'm making. It just means that I have to do smaller, just single movie.
So it's more
videos.
sustainable.
It's more sustainable. Like, because
Yeah.
even shows can get hard sometimes because you got to watch like 10 hours of something and then condense that down into like 30 to 40 minutes.
And make it coherent.
Real coherent,
Yeah.
and that people can follow along, and that you're still making points and not just like saying what happened, but you're also like giving your points as to why you think something.
Yeah. It's a hard, the way you do videos
Yeah.
seems like a very hard balance to strike.
Yeah, I
Right.
want to do some that are just a little bit like, if the next, I think think the big project stuff I'm gonna do a little bit more like the way that like you would do it, where it's like light plot stuff in certain areas, but then overall like some like character development things and like what you think of the character, and then certain big plot points. Yeah. So that it's a little bit less like there's this, and just kind of break it down into little sections of like the characters, like what was changed from the book to the show, you know, like this, that, and just so that it's like really basic things. And it's going to be more for, if you've never watched the show, you'll be able to follow. But if you have watched the show, you'll have like that deeper connection. Yeah.
Because you've dabbled. You've done your longest video to date this year.
Yeah, I did.
You made a Scream video that's over an hour long,
It
I
is,
think.
yeah. It's over an hour and a half. Yeah.
How was that?
It was really good, but it was like a huge issue. Like that just got away from me. That was like Scream 5 came out. I thought it was a really big disappointment, but I'm huge into Scream. So I really wanted to talk about all the different Screams, and like my favorites are the first and the fourth. So I was like, I can't even just do the first versus the fifth. It's like I felt like I needed to do the whole series. So I did a combination of like light plot work, but then just highlights, things I thought I liked, things I thought like the first movie did and how it like kind of revitalized the slasher genre. So I think that had a very clear vision, and then I could always be comparing it against what I think this new one didn't do well. So sometimes it's just finding that angle. But then I got everybody really likes like the plot breakdown with like the commentary over it, that now I feel like I'm really stuck in that in certain ways. So I want to try to like, even for smaller videos, not even just bigger project ones, but just like quicker,
step away from it a bit.
Quicker reviews where it's like lightly going over the plot, but like just saying, I like this part, so that if you haven't seen the movie, you don't have the full details of what I'm explaining to you. But if you have seen the movie, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. So
because you have so many things that you want to talk about, that would be really fun to see it in that way.
Which is because right now, if I talk about a lot of things, it just ends up being the like compilation. Like, these are all the things I saw at Sundance. These are all the things I saw at Con. And I break it down like that, which I love doing those, but like they obviously aren't necessarily as engaging for some people. And then it has to kind of wait for a milestone if it's stuff that's not at a film festival.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel the opposite of that, where I'm trying to find a way to make smaller videos.
Yeah, exactly.
Because my channel has gotten to a point where if I make a video that's under 45 minutes, people are like disappointed.
I believe it. Because that's what I mean. Like, they always want more once you give them more.
Yeah, exactly. So. And now it's like, oh, fuck, 45 minutes is a short video for me? Okay, that's...
You set a standard.
That's something. Yeah, now it's like, I remember when I released my Gossip Girl 2021 video, there was a general amount of like, why is this not over an hour? And I was like, dude, come on.
Do you hate me?
Yeah, I'm sort of like, Gossip Girl was how many seasons? 4? The original? 4 seasons?
The original is six seasons.
Oh, it's 6. That's what I mean. So you make that into like over an hour video. Why would a single season? You could. You could.
I mean, if you try, what else would I say?
Yeah, unless you're like condensing every aspect of the plot.
Yeah,
like
to be fair, I could have, but I rage quit that video.
I believe it. Yeah, that's what I mean. So like at that point, like what's the point?
Yeah, I know. It's weird, and I'm trying to find kind of a balance on how to do smaller videos that make sense. I did a thing where recently I was traveling, so I was like, I want to put something out, and I decided to make a video about the 10 shows I will never make videos about. You know,
such a good video.
It was good.
Thank you. Yeah, and that kind of worked out. Like, I didn't expect this video to do well, and it did, and it was really nice. And then I did like 8 TV shows that I think are very underrated, that people should pay more attention to. I think I'm going to do that with movies as well. Yeah, so I'm glad that people are liking those, because it's like, I like talking about these things, but it goes away from what people are used to with me. And at the same time, it's easier for me to make. It's not as draining, because I've already seen those movies. I know what I have to say about them. It's not like I have to rewatch every single one of them.
No, because you're just going basic overall points.
Yeah, exactly.
These are what I like.
So...
Yeah, it's stuff you already have like on.
You're not expected to be doing like
you don't got more homework to do.
Things,
you know, it's just pump it out. And go.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And by
which
the way,
is respectable. I mean, goddamn.
In my upcoming list of underrated movies, Shiva Baby.
Hell yeah.
Which not Shiv a Baby.
No.
Shiva Baby.
I still haven't watched that movie.
It's good.
Should have been on your movie list.
That video did surprisingly well on my channel when I made it. Like,
it's crazy.
Like even like the people who made the movie had like reached out.
That's so nice.
That's so nice. Yeah, and to be fair, because I know this movie, because I think everybody knows this movie because of you. You're like the number one spokesperson.
I like to think I helped. Like, it was doing really well before I talked about it, because people just really liked it. It did really well at the festivals and stuff. But like, I do like to think that I helped it to some capacity.
You opened it up to so many more people. Yeah. I mean, you pitched it so well. A 90-minute panic attack. Sign me up.
Yeah,
I will watch it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. You should watch it.
It's really good.
It sounds like good time.
It's incredible.
Fucking
Yeah, but
a
it's like-
90-minute panic attack.
Yeah, but it's
in a different way.
Just in a completely opposite way.
Yeah, good
Okay.
time is something that you feel is always going to catch up to you.
Yeah.
And like Shiva Baby is like you are in a space you can't leave.
Yeah.
Oh,
'Cause
dude, I'm
it's
so
like-
happy that was not on my list.
Well, because like a
Oh my
Shiva is like a
God.
Jewish funeral type
Yeah.
thing. It's like
Okay.
so they're basically just in this house, and it's like all the people together, and they're eating the
Oh,
food,
like
and
the family.
but
all
yeah,
together.
and
Yeah.
like she's kind of like she's kind of playing that game we've all played where people are like, oh, what are you doing? And she's like, like working on getting a job and blah blah blah, and it's like, but she knows her life is just not at all where she wants it to be.
Yeah.
And then it's like her ex is there, and Shiva
yeah.
Baby is a play on the term sugar baby. And then like that turns into a thing there
Yeah,
too. So
there
it's
is.
many
It's so
layers,
good.
but it's so good. And then it ends like really sweet and wholesome.
Okay.
Yeah,
at least.
yeah.
Like the chaos is still happening all around them, but it like
Okay.
just turns into this really nice moment at the end.
Yeah.
So it's
Okay.
like, yeah.
It's a
worth
short
it.
movie.
I can accept that.
It's
Yeah,
a short
it's-
movie,
Yeah, it's
but
quick hour and a half.
edge on your
Okay.
seat the whole time.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like
good.
it has a way to really grasp your attention. And like every time you think she can fuck her situation more, something happens and you go, dude,
You're
come
like,
on.
no,
Fuck.
give her a break. And then sometimes
Fuck.
she does the thing that you're like, no,
Yeah.
give yourself a break.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
it's
Really,
really
really.
good.
I was also introduced by my girlfriend to a movie called Thunder Road.
Ooh, very good one.
Thunder
Jim
Road.
Cummings.
Yeah, very good one.
Yeah.
Never heard of
Super
it.
good.
It's a small movie made by this guy named Jim Cummings.
Yeah.
And it's cool because it's a movie that doesn't really have a story. It's just a
Super
dude
good.
who's trying to do his best and like life is just punching him the fuck down.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah, I
yeah,
remember.
he did his follow-up to that was called The Wolf of Snow Hollow, something like
Yes,
that. Wolf of Snow. I
yes,
love it.
watch
It's
that too.
super good.
Watch that. It's such a weird movie,
Yeah, I know, but I love it.
yeah.
He's such a weird guy. Like the Thunder Road one, he's like a cop, so there's just scenes where he's just like crying in like the cop uniform and stuff. And he's like, oh, it's like,
like
it's
the
good.
first scene of the movie is like a one take that lasts like over 10 minutes, I think maybe.
Yeah.
And it's just him monologuing at a funeral.
Yeah.
And he's like his emotional acting is insane.
Yeah, it's just
like
all over the
he
place.
laughed and be crazy, then he starts crying, then he reels it back in, and
Yeah.
you're just like, what the fuck? Like it's really good. It's a really, really good movie.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should
He's
watch
great.
that too.
Okay.
Yeah. Some all little indie movies. My girlfriend's really happy right now.
Yeah. Big fan of indie movies. They're really good.
Yeah. Okay, next question.
Next question.
This one is interesting. Which movies do you think will be considered classics 40 years from now?
40 years from now?
Yeah.
That have come out like recently, I assume.
Like movies from our time, I'm guessing.
Movie
That
from
40
our
years
time.
from now, I'll go, that's a fucking classic.
Avatar.
Yo.
you said he wasn't going to be like this time.
This was part of the deal. It
It's
was
part of the deal.
either he fixes his shit or we fire him.
Look,
Yeah.
you want me to talk? I'm gonna talk.
Wow. Bigger. The rip has never been more
God.
ripped. Big RIP.
Okay, it was a joke. It was a joke.
I would say Parasite.
Yeah.
I think Parasite will be looked back on as a classic.
Yeah. Parasite wasn't bad.
Moonlight.
Moonlight for sure.
Moonlight for sure.
I do think La La Land has legs.
Me
I think
too.
La La
Yeah.
Land has the legs to stick.
Me too.
Do
Do we think like Marvel movies and stuff are going to have that status, or is it going to be maybe like Endgame was a groundbreaking thing in terms of finishing 18 years of
I
storytelling?
don't think
or
that'll
whatever?
be like that's a classic. I think it'll just be like that was like
An
an event. That was
accomplishment,
an
yeah.
accomplishment because like does anybody look back at something like Star Wars and say that was a classic? It's like no, it's a thing that's continued. It's
Yeah.
a French even Indiana Jones. You don't say that's a classic. It's like
Yeah,
that's a
'cause they won't
franchise.
let it
That's
end.
a thing. It's a
'Cause
thing.
they won't let it
Yeah,
end.
because they won't let it end. Yeah,
exactly. But even when there was like a huge hiatus, even I don't think anyone ever said Star Wars is even like before Episode 1 came out, you wouldn't be like that's a classic.
Yeah, it's just
I don't know. I feel like I would have said that, but
you mean the original trilogy?
yeah, like the original trilogy, like 4, 5, 6.
I could maybe see that. I don't know how much I agree
But I
with
think
it
by
though.
by the time the Episode 1 came out and it's just continuing, I think that
Yeah, because it's an
Yeah.
ongoing
Then
franchise, so it
it's-
doesn't have the
it's-
same
yeah,
gravitas.
It's
You're not letting it end.
Yeah.
It's like you're
yeah,
not putting
it's
it
not.
down.
I think classic doesn't become the right word. It's like it's groundbreaking. It's a groundbreaking
Groundbreaking.
thing. It's
Okay.
groundbreaking.
Groundbreaking.
Okay, all right,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, what are going to be like the jaws of the world?
Oh my god,
in
I feel like I need to
40
like.
years?
Yeah, I
look
don't
this-
know.
Oh,
This
Get
is-
Out.
Oh yes,
Oh,
big
Get
time.
Out is gonna be up
Get
there
Out.
for sure.
Hereditary.
Yeah, Hereditary for horror.
Hereditary will
Do you know how
one
many?
of
Yeah,
them.
Crazy
literally,
movie.
when I was just in California, 2 different people, 2 different times, 2 different conversations. Both of them said that like they weren't really into horror movies until they saw Hereditary.
Yes, because
And, like,
Hereditary is not
Hereditary-
just a good horror
Yeah,
movie; it's a good movie.
It's
period.
a good movie.
Yeah.
It's a
And
great
it's just
family
like-
drama.
Yeah.
And,
Family drama.
It's
Yeah,
true though.
yeah.
That's like putting it so lightly.
I know. It's
It's a family drama.
yeah, it's,
What the
Just
fuck?
bickering a little bit.
yeah, it's just one of those things. So that's
Yeah.
like definitely gonna go on and
Yeah,
be
Hereditary.
Yeah.
Is
groundbreaking
Yeah,
there.
Hereditary.
Midsummer, maybe.
I think so personally, but
Yeah.
like I prefer Midsummer. Actually, I'm one of the
Yeah.
odd people who prefers that one. But
I don't know if that's cheating, and even though I don't adore that movie, but Greta Gerwig's
Lady
Little
Bird?
Women.
Oh, Little Women. Yeah,
is that cheating? Because it's like a remake of a remake of a remake.
it is. But I think it's like the most unique take on it, where it like
Yes, I'd agree.
lets the Joe character, who's basically like the Louisa May Alcott stand-in character, be like, oh, she only had to write in that she got married to a guy because the publishers made her, and they
Yeah.
show that in the movie, which I
Yeah.
think is a really nice touch. So I do think that's probably going to be a classic.
I'd
in
like that because I didn't
regards.
love the movie, but I'm like, it's such a great
I
take.
really
on
liked
the,
it. I did really
You know,
like it.
I think visually speaking, also it's easily the best out of all of them.
yeah.
And maybe
Yeah.
the Barbie movie that Greta Gerwig
Oh
is doing.
God, we'll
Was
see.
it Ryan Gosling? dude?
Drive.
Yeah, Ryan Gosling or
Drive.
Drive will be
Drive,
a
I
classic.
think so. Nightcrawler.
John
Nightcrawler.
Wick.
Jungle Cruise? No, man.
Jungle
No,
Cruise.
man.
What the
It's like that one movie he saw last year. He's like Jungle Cruise.
Yeah, no, I think actually John Wick. I think if John Wick had been one movie, it would have been a
Yes.
staple of.
Cult,
Oh,
huge action cult classic
definitely.
because they're doing it's continuing on. It's entering that area of
Yeah.
like the Indiana Jones.
Yes, it's
Usually
too
when you
much of
think
it.
classics, it's like it's your
one and
It's
done,
a
one and done,
done.
or very contained
or a trilogy like
trilogies.
Godfather. type
Godfather,
thing.
but
Ooh,
even
okay.
then, it's like
Okay.
1 and 2 are classics. 3 is the stinker.
Three
of the
is
bunch.
That's true.
I think Nightcrawler probably.
Good one.
Whiplash, I
Good
think,
one.
is
Whiplash.
definitely gonna go up there.
Yeah.
There's just certain movies that like really
Yeah.
made an impact, and like I guess I'm trying to think like
I have like a crazy blank. I can't remember any movie.
I know
right
it
now.
happens to me too. I think Top Gun Maverick.
I have not seen it yet.
Really? I haven't seen it.
It's
Give it-
apparently
it's-
insanely
everyone loves it. It's
Yeah.
like one of these things that like the liberal anti-war people
way.
are just like, this is just a fun movie. Not maybe all the liberal. I'm not talking everyone. I'm just
Yeah.
saying
Yeah.
that like this is something like, even if you're like anti-war, it kind of feels more like a heist movie than a
Okay.
war-related thing.
Yeah, I don't know anything about it, so I'm
yeah.
so excited
Yeah,
to
that's
see
fair.
it.
I know
I
nothing.
don't like that they added in a like romantic subplot. That's my only thing.
Oh, did
Sometimes
they?
I just don't think movies need it. Sometimes it's great.
That's true. I completely
But I
agree
just
with
think
you.
there's certain movies that it's like you're adding that in to have like an extra like demographic checked
Yeah.
off,
Yeah.
like a thing where you can be like, we'll bring it. It's a date movie now.
Yeah.
And it's like I don't need to see Tom Cruise getting like lucky, you know.
It's so
just-
weird to see
it's-
Tom Cruise in any romantic subplot.
Yeah.
I just don't buy it.
I don't buy it
I
at
don't
all,
buy it at
especially
all.
not in the action movies and stuff. Like just leave it
Yeah.
aside. Just let him do the action shit.
Other question: what do you think?
good.
What TV show do you think is going to be like a classic of television?
Flash.
Ooh.
Get the fuck out of here! Leave this show
Are
immediately.
you just trying to get kicked out?
I just wanted to get a reaction out of him.
Are you just trying to get fired?
Trying to get fired. Ooh, God, shows I always draw a blank on, but they're.
Do
Do we
up
think Stranger
there.
Things is going to be a classic?
I don't want it to be.
I think so.
Because I don't.
After
I-
last season, I don't know.
I did not. Did you like Stranger Things 4?
I did. I did.
I
I
dude.
do. I did. I do.
Dude.
I did. There's parts I don't like. I don't like it as much as some people did. I think that there's a lot of stories going on that it's like you get like your one interesting storyline and then you're like, we're back with these people again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like bring me back to the Hawkins crowd, you know?
I
like
was not a fan of season 4, and I was
Yeah.
I had so much hope for it.
yeah.
I didn't like most of the storylines. I think are too much.
They
I
got
think that
messy.
it has lost stakes to the point where it feels like a video game now.
That's fair.
That's
like
fair.
when the entire first season is everyone mobilizing to take on one Demogorgon,
the first
and that
scene-
in
yeah,
season
I mean,
4
first-
you can tell me that Hopper can take on a Demogorgon with fucking Excalibur.
Yeah,
and
no,
just-
that's fair.
I don't know. It felt like a video game. It doesn't have stakes. And I'm making a video about Stranger Things actually because season 4
Yeah.
got me like a bit kind of.
Yeah.
I was like, come
wanna
on.
talk about it too. But
Yeah, it just didn't land for me, and too many characters.
Yeah, they're
Holy
going
hell.
pretty in there. It's one of those things that like I didn't realize actually like the first season is like pretty scary.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like it's very tense, and I feel like
season
it
one,
loses that a
I'll
lot.
die on that hill. Season 1 is a perfect season of TV.
Yeah, I think it is. I think it is. I definitely like this more recent season more than you seem to, but like I definitely agree that there's like too many characters to track, to the point that some characters just get really annoying, and I don't want to be around them ever.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Mike's annoying.
Yeah.
And then
No
I
point.
love Will, but the creators don't seem to.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's very
Yeah.
interesting to me that you've created a character that you want to keep shoving under a bus that is still so genuinely likable that I still want to know more about this
And they
character.
just don't want. I mean, they did explain because season 5 is going to be the final season, and they did explain that Will is basically going to be the main character of the show,
believe that.
which excellent.
Great.
But
He needs to come full circle with
fuck,
that.
at that point, pull a Bran Stark and make him sit the season out instead of having him in a car crying the
Crying
whole
all the
show,
time, I
and
know.
just
He's a poor little
Poor
baby.
kid.
yeah. And his brother,
Jonathan, they
Who
ruined
are
him.
you?
Literally, what I think happened there
Waste of a
is
character.
that because I think they were dating in real life, which is why they switched and had them date on the show.
Yeah,
And I think they
which I
broke
think is
up.
so stupid.
I think
Oh,
they
I thought they
broke
were
up.
still together.
Are they? I don't know. I might be
thought
talking out
so.
my ass out right now.
I
I
thought
thought
so.
that they were doing that so that it would be an easier split off of him, or maybe
Probably.
I mean,
my
I
other
wouldn't
line
be
was all like,
surprised.
"You got
Wouldn't be
arrested
surprised.
at an airport for having drugs, so now we're going to treat you like the drug addict you are." I'm sure that wasn't what it was. I'm sure that wasn't what it was. He was just smoking pot, but
Yeah.
yeah,
I hated the and his friend Argyle. Is that his
Yeah, I
name? The
think
stoner
so.
character.
he's fun, but like,
Yeah, but
He's
like
fun-ish, but like
He's
for Stranger Things though.
he's too one note.
He is very
doesn't really have a
one-note.
personality. I kept waiting for something to happen with him.
yeah,
I think the more I think about it, the more I like Vecna.
yeah. I like what was going on. I don't like
yeah.
him visually, but I like the character for what it is.
Yeah.
But again, I don't even necessarily know if I like that he tied back into the same stuff with 11. I feel like that was actually unnecessary.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Could have still been like the story that he created this stuff in the Upside Down, but it didn't need to have.
I like that. I like that a lot. That flashback when he creates the mind flare. Really nice.
I just don't think they all needed to be in this same kind of like super training camp thing, because like, and it kind of begged the question: why is 11 the only one who talks weird?
Yeah, exactly.
So I was like, shouldn't they all have
Exactly.
stunted speech?
But
patterns
also-
and
Oh,
talking
yeah, okay, I
weird?
feel like you're
Why?
gonna say it. Go.
Doesn't that
You
break
go.
the consistency of having? Because in season 2 we meet number 8. Is that
Yeah.
8?
Yeah,
And is she the only one that escaped?
yeah, that's what I mean. I don't.
That's
Because
it.
like the way
Yeah.
they've set it up in season 2 means that there might be more of them out there.
Yeah.
Right.
But then this season tells you actually no, Vecna fucking eradicated them.
Yeah.
So
They're
that
all
doesn't make
evil.
sense. When did she escape then?
Yeah, I
Like it feels like a weird retcon that just doesn't make
I
sense to
honestly
me.
think they
Yeah.
forgot. Like how they forgot Will's birthday. Like
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
deep.
That was
Yeah,
so
that was
deep.
deep.
I know.
Portrait
but-
on the
Just
camera.
on the
Yeah,
calendar.
bro. Like,
But it's just like, I don't know. I
Rough.
do like a lot of it. And actually, I know that this season brought a lot of people on that weren't huge fans before
I know,
here.
yeah. But
which is
to me, it
interesting
feels
to me.
like a CW version of Stranger Things.
A little bit. I can get that.
Oh.
And for
With
me,
a
I
bigger
feel
budget.
like
Yeah.
it took like 2 episodes to get interesting too, 2 or 3 to like get going.
We watched. So we watched it in my place with Erica, and like we looked during the first episode. We're like, 1, this is very long. 2,
Yeah.
where is this going? Question
Yeah.
mark. And I was like, okay, the Vecna reveal at the end of the episode,
Good.
incredible.
Yeah, great.
But the rest of
Yeah.
the episode felt like this is an hour and 15 minutes of setup.
Yeah.
Of like setting up. You feel like
Yep,
you're being
setting.
reintroduced.
Because
Yeah.
it's been so
Everyone.
long. And
yeah.
Yeah.
And then I feel
Yeah.
like they ruined characters that I really like. Like I feel like Robin got really annoying this season, and I
Yes.
loved
They
her
ruined
last
her. They
season.
ruined
She
her.
was the best.
She
last
was
so
easily one of the
good.
best characters on
She
the
was
show.
Yeah.
they thored her.
Yes.
You know what I
Yes.
mean?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it's
yeah.
the same kind of behavior,
Exactly.
the same kind of like.
She's
She went from being the
insufferable.
sassy, smart kind
Yeah.
of like
Yeah.
you're
Could not
idiots to
stand
being
her
like.
this season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just like, no.
Yeah, every
Yeah.
scene she was in, it was
My
like
baby.
Maya Hawk,
Maya!
don't not to me, Maya.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did not work this season at all.
Yeah.
Jonathan didn't work for me at
Yeah,
all.
no,
Will-
they ruined him.
Mike pisses me
Mike's
off.
so
man.
annoying.
Yeah.
Mike sucks, and
Mike
it's so because when you look back at season 1, Mike is so dope. He's such a cool kid, and now he's just so
and
annoying.
he's the one who's like, we can't stop fighting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
And now he's
yeah.
always like, oh my God, Will, you're just harsh.
The power of friendship. That's your true
That's his
power,
thing.
L.
Yeah, and like, no.
and
And then like,
Shove it up
he
your
gets
ass.
annoying,
Yeah.
but like, I did really like the Hawkins group figuring things out, even if Robin
Yes.
was getting annoying. Like,
Yeah.
Steve has been. I've never seen a character retcon so effectively. Like a character that you go
Yes,
from like hating
100%.
and being
Yeah.
terrible,
Yeah.
and then like having them put in the work to make him likable again
Yeah,
and redeem
an
himself.
integral
Yeah.
part of
And
the
a
story.
great
Yeah.
part of the story. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, I've never seen that so effectively pulled off.
His
in
chemistry
anything.
with
He's
Dustin will
just the
never
best
get old
part.
to me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's
They're
great.
incredible
It's just the
together.
more he matures, the more Steve's just like, why is it?
Yeah.
No, I'm
Yeah.
the cool one. Like,
It's so fun. I love their dynamic. And yeah, I feel like Robin kind of comes in the middle of that in a way that doesn't work this. It works so great in
it
season
did. It
3.
was great.
Yeah.
So I don't know
But-
what they did. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't understand it.
Big fan of
and
Max.
Big fan of Max. I was kind of mad that they didn't have the guts to actually kill her off.
I'm not. I feel like it's weird. I almost feel like this current, I know they're going to fix it, but this like weird brain lost version's worse than death.
I hope they do something real with that instead of it's just she's lost somewhere in
Yeah.
the mind world. Because like to me, and especially because the writers kept saying there's going to be a body count this season, people are going to
Yeah.
die, and I think even actors on the
Eddie.
show were talking about wanting
Yeah.
main characters to die to up the stakes a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like it feels like they
They-
were.
yeah.
It was a cop out. There was a lot of cop out this season.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and like Eddie died,
Yeah, they made a character.
which they
To
do
kill
every
off.
season.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah, they
do
make
every
a character. They
season.
do a great job
In-
making you like them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
In season 2, they made Bob.
Yep, Bob.
He dies. In
Bob.
season 3, wait, who was it?
Barb
It
in
was-
season 1.
Barb in
Barb in
season
season
1.
one.
Season 2,
Yeah.
they made Bob.
I don't know
Season-
if there was anyone in season 3. You think it's Hopper, but he's not actually dead.
Yeah, that's true.
But he's
You're
not actually
right.
dead,
Yeah,
and
it
they
was
were.
a
And
fake
you
out.
knew he wasn't dead, but then they
Yeah.
actually revealed that he's not dead by the end of the episode.
Yeah, no, the
Yeah.
American.
The
And
American.
then, in season 4, you have Eddie,
Eddie.
and now there's talk that he might be coming back.
I hope he's not. I hope that's just people who can't let go. They're like, he's gonna come back as a vampire
Yeah.
because the bats come. Like,
As
can you
a
guys
vampire?
stop?
Yeah.
Can y'all fucking stop?
Yeah, because it's like,
And
to
then-
me,
yeah.
it's like, they say there's going to be a body count, and it's the earthquake. We don't see anyone die,
anybody.
except for that one guy who gets split in two. Big rip to him.
Big
I hope his family is all right. God damn, he
My
got
brother.
bodied.
Yeah, he got bodied.
But like,
Oh, and the girl from the beginning.
Well, there's
oh,
Yeah.
Chrissy,
Chrissy,
wake
I was
up!
like,
Oh, yeah.
I
don't
really
like
thought they were setting her up to be like a
a
main,
main character.
character.
I was like, wow, they're like
Yeah.
developing her
I
quickly.
was like, they're developing her really well. Is this
Yeah.
going to be an interesting play on for like Max because she's going through shit?
Yeah,
Nope.
yeah,
And I think
immediately
it
dies.
sucks because I think she would have been a good dynamic for Max, but at this point, there's just too many characters being juggled in.
Yeah,
And
there's
I'm
yeah.
too
like,
many
Yeah.
characters. So when they
No
killed
room.
off Max, like it was shocking because I love Max, but I was like, wow, they went there. I was like, going into the final season, they just upped the stakes quite a bit. It's not only they killed the main character, they killed one of the kids.
Yep.
So I was like, ballsy. But then
Yeah.
she uses the fucking force. She pulls a ray.
I would have liked them to kill Elle.
Me too. A little
I would have
bit.
been actually. I don't want Max gone. I would have liked Elle to die saving Max, and I would have been really
Oh, I
happy
would have been
about
okay
it.
with that,
and
yeah.
then they actually have to like not rely on their fucking trump card, like whatever their little
Her
ace,
doing this
their
and
ace
using
in the
force,
hole
yeah.
to save the day at the end of the next season, which I'm sure is what's gonna happen.
But her
I'm-
arc wasn't
no,
developed
yeah.
enough to end there.
I know, but
That's
they
what's
could
for
have worked
sure. Yeah.
around that
They
by
could have, that's
not
true.
having that whole rainbow room stuff be the thing that tied to Vecna. And I just feel like they felt they needed that all tied in somehow.
Yeah,
when
'cause
you
they
already
want-
have the
yeah.
connection with the underground, the upside down.
The
I mean.
upside down, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I don't know. The twist, because I remember episode 1, Erica, my girlfriend, was immediately like, it's going to be number 1. Was like, fucking hell,
well,
dude.
yeah,
Because
like,
we
you
both
get
went,
there.
obviously it is, fuck.
yeah, exactly. It's like you
Yeah.
know, it's just like
Yeah, but his backstory is interesting
It is.
enough.
It-
you know, I
enough.
liked it, I think.
Enough.
But it's also because, what's his name? Jamie Campbell?
yeah, Jamie Campbell Bower.
Jamie Campbell Bower, exactly. Fuck, he's good in this role.
He is
Yeah.
really good.
Holy shit,
yeah,
he's intense.
He's made for these weird little weasel roles.
Yeah.
You know?
Weasel rolls.
Seriously, 'cause
Semi
he-
charming, semi weaselly.
Because he's
Yeah.
been stuck in some shitty franchises before. He
Mortal
was in
Instruments.
Mortal Instruments,
Yeah.
not Hunger
Jace.
Games.
Chewy's
Jace.
Jace.
Yeah, Divergent.
Oh man, I
Was
forgot
he? Yeah,
about
I think
that.
he's Divergent. Yeah,
he
he's
was
one
in
of the
Divergent.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and so I'm happy that now like he gets a role like
Yeah,
this because
yeah.
I'm hoping that he's gonna get to do more shit after that. But yeah, his backstory is nice and like he works as a villain.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm just like, where do they go from there? Aside, because I think what they're doing is they're going Avengers Endgame. It's
Yeah.
like the Upside Down is gonna cross into the real world. It's
Yeah.
gonna be an all-out war with fucking the army and whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because if you
Something
tell
like
me
that.
these 7 people are gonna take on the whole Upside Down, I'm gonna have an issue with that. that's not gonna work out in my head.
No.
No.
I'm excited though.
Yeah. Final season though. I really hope they really end it well, like on a
Same.
high note. I think that'd be fantastic.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm glad that they decided we're gonna end it there, because I don't know how down I am for Stranger Things season 7.
Oh, dude, I'm not watching season 5.
It's just gonna turn into the Flash.
You're not
Yeah,
watching
that's
5?
it. No, I'm not watching.
Oh
this
wow,
season.
you're like way off.
No,
Yeah.
we gotta watch 5.
Very
We're gonna watch it
unpopular
here.
opinions here.
Okay, I'll watch the first couple episodes with you. If it's okay, I'll stick around.
You were so excited when
Bro,
we
I
started.
was
I felt
so
so bad for
excited.
him.
Damn.
He was like
I thi-
jumping
I
up
think
and
like
down.
by seriously. And like by episode like 2 or 3, both of us were like, oh, fuck. Like it's just
God.
non-stop. Like,
yeah.
oh. Like every episode is so long
They're
and
so
it tells
long.
you
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
So it's like you're just along for the ride. Like fuck my life.
To me, I know that everyone's favorite. I'm gonna get torched for saying this. I know everyone's favorite scene in this season is the Max running scene to escape Vecna and go to the other. Like everybody loves that scene.
Like, whatever.
The running
was
up
really
that
good.
hill scene,
Yeah,
right?
I liked it.
When she's like up in the air.
I don't like that scene because it makes Vecna so much less threatening. Because why is he just dropping rocks on her? Fucking, you can use your fucking
Or you
thing
got, like,
to pull her
tentacles
out, my guy.
everywhere and
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
Like to
for
me,
sure.
the entire time I was like, this is so long. Because
Yeah.
the whole
It
thing
was
is in
too
slow
long.
motion.
It was too long.
I was like, this is
Yeah,
so long,
it
and
was
Vecna
too
is
long.
just kind of like pacing back and forth as he
Yeah.
watches her escape and drops fucking rocks on her. And I was like, homie, Vecna, you can do better.
Come on.
But like,
can
can
move
he do better when they're like already working their way out with the auditory stuff? Does it actually kind of like reduce his powers? Because I think that's
Yeah.
kind of the thing.
They
Ah,
also
but
did
good
say
point.
that
Weakens
like
him
he was
there.
like kind
Fair.
of surprised that
Yeah.
she was able to get into like his main.
Yeah, his lair.
hub,
He wasn't
his
expecting
lair.
her to be able to
Is it
get.
ever explained why music is the escape from it?
I don't even know if it necessarily has to be music. I think it's just something that can ground you, that would penetrate through. So if you can't see anything because you're being visually hallucinated,
okay,
the
yeah,
fact
yeah.
that the music would be over your ears. I honestly even think if somebody started blaring a movie in your ears, it might be able to snap you out too. But I think like music is just something that like, I don't even know if it would have to be your favorite song.
Yeah.
I think she probably could have played that whole Kate Bush album and it would have been fine.
Yeah.
And then in the serious moments, they would have just had to go back to running up that hill.
Yeah.
But I really do think it's just something that gets through. So it would have to be something you loved, something that you're familiar with,
Yeah.
just something that you knew that would like.
But then
trigger it
wouldn't
out.
like the kids screaming also do the same thing though?
No, I think it probably because music hits a different part of your brain than regular conversation does. The conversations of people talking, he was switching it into other things. People would be like Max, and he'd be like Max. So it would
Yeah.
be like,
yeah, you're
he'd
right.
be
Yeah.
distorting it, but like the music
Yeah.
isn't necessarily something that he could do that with. It would always just be trickling
Although
through.
Vecna singing
Yeah, I
Kate Bush
know.
would be fucking funny.
What would be your song?
God, there's just so many good songs.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
So rough. It would probably depend on the moment.
Definitely Queen,
Yeah?
I think.
Which
Queen
one?
would work for sure.
I don't know.
Is this real life?
Either like I Want to Break Free or what's that?
Fair.
A little bit on the nose
That's
there,
so
pal.
on the nose,
A little
yeah.
on the nose.
I mean, I want trying, but like,
Yeah.
yeah.
We will
Uh,
walk you, though.
I want to break free.
Yeah, true,
there's
that
the other
works.
song. I keep forgetting what the fuck it's called, but yeah.
I think I'd go one more time, Daft Punk.
Oh, dude,
That's
classic.
a good one.
You think I would be
Yeah.
hitting a moonwalk in front of Vecna, my
Yeah,
guy?
dude,
Fucking
that'd be
two-step
sick.
You don't
in
even
front
want
of
to
him.
leave. You're like, oh wait, this jam though.
I know.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, that would be sick.
That'd be so funny. Or some like if I want to tap into my old emo self, I'd go Dance Dance by Fall Out Boy.
Yeah, absolutely.
shit.
Honestly, probably any Fallout.
Thanks for the
Yes.
memories.
Fucking
Yeah.
Billy Talent.
Any Billy
Oh,
Talent, any
yeah.
any Fallout Boy would give me out.
Yeah.
My Chemical Romance, just any.
Fair.
snap, yeah.
Oh my god, give me like fuck, is it Only Hope or Last Hope by Paramore? The one where she gets like all I want. It's yeah.
Oh,
What's it? And it's
yeah,
the one where
yeah,
people like literally
yeah.
wake up from a coma.
Yeah,
Like, give me that one.
I think Vecna would just fly away. Fly back immediately.
Yeah, just Haley Williams' voice just.
Yeah. Stranger Things 5. I really hope it's good. I was sure that I was really excited about season 4. 1, going back to its roots of horror, and
Yeah.
2, finally having a villain that is a person with a brain and motivations.
Yeah.
And not
Yes.
just to have mind of creatures.
Yeah.
Although
And
I liked Mind Flayer though.
Mind Flayer is cool.
Mind Flayer is
I
cool.
like the Mind Flayer.
But
a
like
lot.
having the final villain be the Mind Flayer without any motivation for anything.
yeah,
It's just a monster that wants to eat the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like.
It
I
didn't
need
work
some.
out for me.
Yeah.
but it did kind of use like Billy as its vessel mouth.
Yeah.
Speaking good times.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, but would it have been like a gimmick where they have to get someone new every season then? Because
True.
Billy is dead as fuck.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
he could
he
still
is.
just be rocking him like a puppet.
That'd be fire.
Yeah, it
That'd
would be
fucking-
fire.
That
Yeah.
would be
Fire.
horror as fuck.
That would be
Yeah.
metal.
That'd
Yeah.
be fucking-
Give
Well,
me
they
that.
could have done that and have still have him be one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Oh,
have him being
100%.
puppeteering
Yeah, exactly.
Billy's
Yeah, because
dead
like maybe
body.
when.
Oh, dude, that would be so dope.
Because
That'd
what
be
if
so
like
dope.
11
I'm sad we
blasted
didn't
him
get
into
that.
the, what if 11 blasted him into the upside down, but it's just she destroyed his body. It's just his consciousness that went
Oh.
into it.
Yeah, yeah.
And so he uses bodies to try and like that could have been
yeah,
really
that would be
interesting.
Like necromancer
cool. Yeah,
shit.
exactly.
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
that.
That
Yeah,
could have
yeah.
been really cool. Because then how do you
Sick.
defeat someone
Season
who's
5,
not
y'all.
material?
Season 5, y'all.
Season 5. Get it right.
Get it right.
Get it right. Actually, I really like Jimmy Campbell Bower. in
Yeah,
the
he's
role, so-
great. Yeah, he's
Oh, yeah,
really
he's
good.
good.
Yeah.
He's
So
good.
come
Yeah,
back,
I don't
come back.
necessarily love the design for Vecna, but like
I thought
It
was
worked for
cool.
me like in
It's
his
decent.
first reveal scene.
Yeah.
You're like, oh shit.
But then after that,
a
I'm like,
while,
it looks rubber. It
Yeah.
looks like you're wearing a rubber suit after a
Yeah.
while.
Yeah,
I think I'm
exactly.
like, just go with the flesh.
with
Go
his
weird.
with his big ass hand.
Yeah, just do weird torn flesh. Make him
Yeah.
look so gross.
It's
Yeah.
just weird. He just looks like lubed up.
Yeah, I
all the
know.
Yeah,
Just all
yeah.
the time.
Where you
I'm like,
going?
who is
Can I just
oiling
say-
him?
Yeah, and like with vats, it's like
Yeah.
like
yeah,
who's
because
the
you
guy
can tell that
behind
like
the
they
scene?
CG the
veins,
vines,
the
the
vine
vines a
things,
little
yeah.
bit. But like I just want to say I hated that final confrontation. When it's like in slow-mo with the fucking Molotov cocktail, and then Nancy grabs a fucking shotgun and goes all fucking Ripley on him, and it's so long because they decided the entire scene had to be in slow-mo.
Yeah.
The entire time I was just sitting like, bro, this isn't as
Could
cool
this
as
be
you
any
think
longer?
it is. Yeah.
Like,
And then he
fuck.
falls in slow-mo, and then they pull a Halloween where
Oh,
they
yeah.
look down and he's gone, and it's like, god damn.
Yeah.
And then Will,
crying.
who's like, he's hurting. I
He's
can
hurting,
feel him.
I
It's like you
can
could have
feel
said that a
it.
bit earlier, my
Yeah.
guy.
My guy.
Because I thought at first I thought that like it's on the same day that he says it, but then like people point out they're like, yeah, but like they've been back at the house building shit for 11
Yeah.
for like hours, and it's
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, that's really true. Although the scene where Dustin talks to Eddie's uncle,
So good.
oh,
So good.
emotional as shit.
Yeah, really
And then
emotional.
intercut with Robin making PB&J with the other chick from Anne with an E.
Yeah, is that her?
I think it's her. I think it's her.
Fair.
I think it's, but that scene was just like, what are you doing? This is the least developed romance, and
I
Stranger Things is not
know.
great at romance.
No.
And we didn't even talk about the Russia storyline. It's so bad.
Oh,
How
it
many
is.
times can this guy break his foot and still walk?
Dude,
Yeah, I
that was
know. Just
painful to look, like to watch. It's
I
just
know.
no.
It's just they're like, well, they can't make it back yet. But I'm like, then just
Yeah.
wait longer to bring him back into the story.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
They
And
don't all need to be in every episode every
Exactly.
time.
I've been one of the biggest defenders of Joyce as a character.
I love Joyce.
I
I
can't
like-
defend her anymore. I
Yeah.
don't like her this season.
It was rough.
It was rough. And Murray, I
The
hope he
whole
dies. I hope
Russia
he dies. I
line
hope he
would
dies.
just
Yeah, the whole Russia
Fuck it
plot
to hell.
line.
Like I could deal without
it
it.
felt like the show wanted to go in a very different direction that they just didn't take it.
Yeah,
exactly.
I know. Right, exactly.
that's
and
it.
it's
Yeah.
and Murray as a character is just like, I get that he's comic relief. Every single one of his lines has to be comedic, and it doesn't work for me, my guy.
no.
No.
It just does
Not
not
when
work.
you're like contrasting it towards like everything that's happening on the other side, like Hawkins and all that shit. It's supposed to be a
Yeah.
horror
Yeah.
movie, and then I got this fucking weirdo.
Because then it's
I know,
like,
right? It's
if
just,
they
What
turn
the
into
hell is
Marvel
going
characters, you can't take anything
Yeah,
seriously that's
that is
happening
kinda
anymore.
what it
Yeah,
feels
exactly.
like.
It's
Yeah.
like, oh, this is starting to be. This is supposed to be so dire. They don't have a way to go back. There's Demogorgons in the prison. Blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah, but like they're cracking jokes the whole time.
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's
Yeah,
like
it's
it.
rough.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, we've talked about Stranger Things more than enough.
Yeah, way more than enough.
And I'm gonna make a video on it anyway. So,
Yeah.
all right, next question. Ooh, oh, I love that. What is a great show that had a terrible first season, and vice versa? What is a bad show that had a fantastic first season? Okay.
Dexter.
What?
Dexter. Fantastic first season, terrible show by the end of it.
That's that's fair.
Yeah.
And for the opposite, Heroes.
Yes. Heroes fucking lost the plot.
Heroes, first season of Heroes, all time great.
Perfect.
All time great. the way this show fell off immediately in season
Writer's
2.
strike.
Writer's strike. To be fair, it's not really there, but they never recovered.
They never managed to recover.
They never recovered.
I never got into that one.
So
Yeah,
good. You would
this-
love it, I think.
Season 1, you
Probably.
will freak
You at least
out.
check out season
And it holds
1.
up.
Yeah.
Season 1
It
holds up fairly
up.
well.
Yeah,
It's-
I've been
it's-
meaning to cover that actually, just to kind of do like a retrospective on it, just because all the superhero stuff just only built out of there. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, Prison Break.
never watched it, so I don't
Never
know.
watched it.
Prison Break, great for a season. The rest of the show
That's
is
what I hear.
unnecessary
That's
as
what I
hell.
hear.
But a great show that had a terrible first. I hear The Office. I haven't watched I've only seen the first season of The Office.
You're saying that it has a terrible first season.
First season
And
is
gets
bad, and the
better?
rest of the show is amazing. Apparently.
I don't think the first season's bad. I think the first season's just getting its footing because it's basically shot for shot recreating the UK version.
Oh,
and the
interesting.
humor doesn't work in the way that the American humor is being delivered. So it's almost too much. So I feel like it's very, if you, watching the first season now, I love it.
Yeah.
I'm great with it.
Yeah.
But it's like it was not set for longevity. With the
Okay, yeah, I
characters.
could see
So
that.
they've
Okay.
built it and they were like, okay, we need to make Michael Scott like 20% more likable. He can be just as stupid, but there's just got to be some kind of redeeming quality here so that we can actually maintain this show long term.
Yeah.
And then it gets its own footing once it like breaks off from what the UK mold was.
It's kind of the same for Parks and Rec, right? I've never really
Parks
watched.
and Rec's first season is very rough, and
Yeah.
then
It gets
I feel like
better.
a lot of those like mockumentary style comedy shows are like that.
Yeah.
It takes that first season for it to like get their footing, and then it.
Yeah, I've had because I have a weird like experience with The Office. Like I think overall it's a show that's just not really for me. You know, because I watched season 1, I didn't find it funny. Like I didn't really like it all that much, and like then Erica made me watch an episode that apparently is very popular called The Dinner Party.
It's so that
Oh,
one's so
dude,
awkward.
that's so rough.
That, why would you just start with that
With the
one?
plasma TV.
Oh my
like,
god,
stop
I
it.
have friends that are like that. They'll
Oh,
never watch this. I
really?
won't ever say who it is, but it was literally like, you want to show them this room next, babe? Okay, babe.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
wow.
And then
yeah.
you're just like subtly
Yeah, babe.
waiting.
Thanks,
for-
babe.
Thanks, babe.
Thanks, babe.
Yeah, thanks. You know
Thanks,
my
babe.
teeth are sensitive,
Thanks,
babe.
babe.
It
You
was
know?
rough.
Like,
And
yeah.
so we watched the episode and I didn't laugh once the whole time. And Erica was dying.
Yeah, of course.
She was
but like, if
loving
you
it.
don't have a reference for the characters, 'cause my parents are the same. They just think it's dumb, and I'm like, no, you just like all these things you complain about at work is on this show.
Yeah.
and you'll understand. You just
Yeah.
have to watch.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
But to me, then I was like, because it's a show that I can look at and be like, I understand why it's so big. Like I get it.
Yeah.
It's just not for me, I think.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. That's
I do think that it's
There's too much
it's a
cringe.
show that's
Yeah.
hard to just start on a random episode. I almost feel like you kind of have to take it
Yeah.
but you need to know the characters and then kind of get the humor and then you build into it.
I've
a
never
good way to put
watched
it,
Parks and
actually.
Rec
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
Because
Never watched Parks and Rec.
that's
That one's really rough.
That's really
Yeah.
rough to
Yeah,
get
I
into,
watched a
and
couple
apparently
episodes, no.
people really love it going into it. And I haven't finished it yet, but apparently it does get really good. But I have such a hard time getting to where
How far did you go?
I watched the whole first season and then didn't love it, but then it finished and everybody said it was really good. So I've been recently trying to go back through it. So I don't
Okay,
know.
yeah.
We'll see how. I've seen clips that I think are really funny later on.
Yeah.
So
Oh, the one that I've
Good.
never found funny is Arrested Development.
that's fair.
Worst. What a waste of time that was, too.
Oh, did you watch the whole thing?
No,
like
not the
Arrested
whole thing.
Development.
Okay.
I couldn't. Like, I
I
think
like
I
it.
started like the first couple episodes, and I was like, okay,
Yeah.
You don't
fuck
think
this.
I think it's.
I
so
love Jason Bateman. I love
Yeah.
like.
It's so funny that he keeps calling his girlfriend Egg. Like he's like, who do you mean? And he's
I
like,
don't even know
It's
that. I
like
don't
the
even
whole
have that
family
reference.
is like in shambles, and
They're
he's the
all
only
great
one.
actors, though.
Yeah, like,
all of them.
I
Yeah.
like
But it's
it.
just-
It's like the
I love
girlfriend's
that
name. I
it's-
think it's Anna or something, and she'll be
Okay.
like, "Who's that?" And you're like, "My girlfriend." And she's like, "You mean Egg?" And it's
Oh,
like,
okay.
he just calls
Is
her
there a
Egg.
reason why you do
No,
No.
he just calls her Egg. And then it's like there's always money in the banana stand, and like
Yeah.
he always thinks it's that like there you can make money selling bananas. It's like, no man, there's $50,000 in the banana stand.
I remember seeing that.
Yeah,
Yeah, like,
like, there's
I
good
watched a
stuff.
bit of it, and then they did a Netflix reboot that apparently is terrible. I watched one episode of that
not-
and was like, I'm out.
Terrible. It's just not great. It's not
Okay.
as good. And I was
Yeah,
just like, did they recast Portia de Rossi's character? No, she just got a lot of plastic surgery, so she just looked very different. And I was like,
She
oh no,
does. I think she quit acting after that.
probably.
She quit it because before that, her one role was in Scandal.
Right? Yeah, Scandal.
Yeah, which her character showed up and had all the hype, and I think it was mostly because Ellen's wife.
Yeah.
And she got all the hype when she came in. And I think they really put a lot of effort into introducing her, and then they just didn't know what to do with her character. And so she's killed off in the middle of a season, like in the most brutal way.
Oh, weird.
I think she gets like beat in the head with a golf club.
Yeah, because she's done a couple things. She was in Scream 2.
Oh, that's true. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. But Arrested Development's definitely her biggest role.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah. Because, Scandal did not work out for her. They killed her off very quickly.
Yeah.
No, actually, I think she stuck around for a season during which she did nothing. And then they killed her off like halfway through the next season.
Yeah.
Fun.
Alrighty. Next question. Oh, this one. What would be a bigger event for humanity? Officially discovering alien life forms in the cosmos, or discovering a secret hyper-advanced civilization hidden in the ocean? So aliens or Atlantis?
What would be a bigger
achievement?
No, like the most mind-blowing thing for humanity.
I want to say ocean, because we always talk about aliens. So ocean, knowing that something was there with us the whole time,
yeah,
and they were just
That's
there the
so
whole
much
time, because
creepier.
like we can't search most of the ocean because it's too deep. We can't handle the pressure. Nothing can.
Do you think that there are beings there, like sentient beings that are like advanced as hell?
I don't think so,
That'd be
but it would
pretty
be
whack,
crazy.
yo.
Yeah,
Like they'd have to be so advanced that like there's, I don't know, they wouldn't be human, or they'd be inside something that they've built to contain the pressure. But and then they come out because they're like, why is it getting so warm in here? What the fuck are you guys doing?
They just get angry because
what
of
are
the
you
environment.
doing up here? You know, like
They're like, guys, our homies are like dying for no reason.
Yeah, we're just like dying. But I think that would be the bigger like. We're expecting it from here. We're not expecting it from there.
That would be
That's a good
such
point.
a mindfuck.
Yeah.
That is a good point.
Yeah, I think that aliens would probably be a bigger existential crisis for humanity in terms of like technological realizations.
Yes.
But like in terms of like bigger what the fuck, it would be ocean.
I think so.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Yeah, you
just the
nailed
fact that it's like, they've been there the
whole time.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Next question. Can you think of a TV or movie adaptation that is better than its source material?
Also Dexter.
Boys.
Dexter has source material?
Yeah.
The Boys, you're
The
right.
Boys, the Boys
you're right.
comics
The comic
are
is not that
good.
great.
It's not good at all. It's not good at all. A lot of those comic movies that have the more violent comics, the movie stuff or the shows end up being better. So I think Umbrella Academy is a way better show. The Boys, Kick-Ass.
Kick-Ass.
Invincible.
I think Invincible's at least on par. It's on par.
Well,
I just think
because it's like the same guy doing it, so he's making it actively better.
The show just amplifies it, but I don't think that like the comics are really good. It's not like this was a good idea, but the story is kind of ass, so we're gonna make it better.
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of outside the comic book sphere, Dexter for sure.
I didn't know Dexter was adapted. Is it novels?
It's novels, and it's really weird. Like the Dark Passenger isn't like some way that he describes his urge to kill. It's like an actual entity inside himself, and I just think that is a thing that like serial killers like to try to say sometimes to distance themselves from what they're doing.
It wasn't me. It was Jeffrey over there.
And that's how they use it with Dexter. It's kind of like my dark urges, my dark passenger.
Yeah, but it's him.
Like
he retains
it's him. Whereas in like this is like a spirit that can like jump from people and stuff. So it's like very weird. It's weird. It's not
what a
good.
weird concept.
Yeah.
Drive
for sure.
Drive is adapted from a book.
Yeah, and it
Really?
is much better.
I read the book, and it's not bad, but it's very stale as a book. It's not fantastic. And the movie exceeds that
it's so
by
good.
a million.
Yeah, it's so good.
Forrest Gump.
Oh, you know what?
Jaws.
Jaws was a book?
Pretty sure. I'm almost like 90% positive that that's.
Holy
You
hell.
just blew my mind with that one.
I haven't read it. I just know that apparently it is.
I didn't even know Forrest Gump was
Jaws
a book before that.
book. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
it is. It's a novel.
Forrest
It's a
Gump,
novel. It's a novel.
Wow.
Get out of here. Wow. Okay.
The one that I in terms of like bigger adaptations, the first Narnia.
Yeah.
The first Narnia is better than the book.
I would.
The Witch,
the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Yeah. I think they do. The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Lion, the Witch, and the
now I
Wardrobe,
always just think the Lion, the Witch, and the audacity of this bitch. But
Yo.
yeah, but that's a good one. There's a lot actually. Fight Club.
Fight Club is a book.
Yeah, Fight Club is a
Damn.
very good book actually, but I think the ending is handled better in the movie.
Oh, interesting.
The Mist as a short story is the movie is
Yes.
significantly better. Stephen King even said that.
Yes.
Even though he has terrible taste in his own movies.
Yes. Yeah, he hated The Shining.
Yeah.
And
Dude.
He
Yeah.
hates almost he hates almost anything, and anything he puts the seal of approval on, you're usually like, that wasn't good, man. But
Yeah.
there's a lot of things that are better adapted, or at least on par. Like there's a lot of things that are on par, or at least offer like their own unique perspective.
I don't think it's as rare as people usually say.
It's not. I think it's because everybody thinks big franchises, big really
They think
popular
Harry
thing,
Potter,
Harry,
yes,
and then you've
obviously,
got so many
yeah.
expectations going into it that the adaptation can only handle so much of the material.
Yeah.
And it's never going to completely live up to it. But and then you'll just get like random things that people don't care about. But I do find it's those like mid books that weren't super popular, that had like a decent concept, that someone's like, I'm going to take the concept and I'm going to make it way better.
Yeah.
I'm just going to know what didn't work in the source material and I'm going to fix it for the movie.
Oh, I'm actually, even though the movie sucks, the first Divergent. The book is
so bad.
ass.
I'm
Oh
working
my
on that.
god.
I'm working on that one right now.
Oh,
I'm working
yes.
on that
Oh,
one
I
right
can't
now.
wait for you to
I'm
release
gonna
that.
watch.
Yeah,
I will,
yeah.
I will drop whatever
I'm
it is I'm
like,
doing to
how
watch
the
this.
fuck is this like that? This is worse, but this is worse.
Yeah, it's like, because I remember seeing it, and the movie was like, it's not great, and I was curious to read the book, and then I read the book, and I was like, what the fuck is going
I
on
know.
here?
Just
It's
get the-
like, who,
Yeah.
bro, who gave the seal of approval
Yeah.
on this one, man?
No,
Like,
it's so bad. It's rough.
Breaking Dawn. The two movies are significantly better than
Yes,
the book
yes, that's
because
right.
it
That's right.
steers into the camp and it's so funny.
Yeah, the
Okay.
book is
The
really
book
bad.
is rough.
The book is really bad.
It's really bad.
I think it's one of those books where I skipped a lot of parts to get to the
I
end.
was so mad at it, and I've only read it twice. I read it the second time when I covered the movie again, and there were so many details I forgot, like just like weird stuff with Jacob being like, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna like make some pups with her or something? Like what? I'm like,
Oh, what the fuck?
and that's before the Renesmee stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
big rip.
Big rip.
Big rip. Any updates on the potential new books coming?
Nothing yet.
No?
No, not
Okay.
just waiting. I don't.
I'm so
can't.
curious on
It's
what
got to
the
be a
final-
Jacob and Renesmee story. It's got to be, unless I don't think she's going back Volturi. She says she's not doing any more from Edward's perspective.
Okay.
But I think New Moon would be an interesting one to do from his perspective because he's not around.
He's not
Yeah,
around,
he's not
exactly,
there.
yeah.
He's gone the whole time.
yeah, tell me what he's up to.
You can get all the lead up to him going to the Volturi to ask to
Yeah,
die.
it's like mostly,
Yeah.
I'm
Like
sure
all
it's
that
just him
shit.
being fucking depressed all the time.
Yeah,
But then, like,
yeah.
you know, so a big chunk of Midnight Sun is him being depressed all the time. So
I'm so not down for a Jacob Renesmee thing.
I don't. Oh, I am down for it for content.
Yes. I feel like you will do great
I'm like,
content.
I know.
based
I'm
on
like, can
this
she
one.
even touch that with like a 30-foot pole at this point?
I know,
Like, you
right? It's been
can't.
too
Everybody's
long.
like, this is weird.
I could be down for a Renesmee solo story.
Yeah, but what's she gonna get up to? That's like my least favorite character that's ever been introduced into something.
Because we've never really known
Yeah, but
her
you
as a
don't-
person.
Yeah, you don't know her. Yeah.
She's
You
always
don't
been the
know her.
kid of, right?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
kid of.
I don't
What if
know,
like
we'll
she's like a
see.
vampire hunter or some shit?
I like the vampires.
No, I know. Okay, what if she's like a werewolf hunter?
That would be very interesting with Jacob.
Not Jacob. Get Jacob out of there.
Yeah,
Just a
I know.
Renesmee
No,
solo.
I mean, Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
that's what
she
I
already
mean.
killed him.
Yeah, she killed him. Well, they're not werewolves. They're just shifters. They just shift into wolves.
Yeah.
But I know. I
Yeah.
say
Listen,
the
the
same
lore
thing.
goes very
Yeah.
deep, okay?
It's very deep
my
and very
bad.
dumb.
I'm
and
You
a
have an
very-
encyclopedia
Sorry.
here.
Yeah, and it's very not discriminatory. Just it's very bad. But yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I don't know. I don't know what I want her to do.
We'll see what happens. I don't know. Do we think it's gonna? Is there like a timeline of when this would come out?
No.
No, not really. Okay.
I haven't checked recently. I
Damn.
just assume that people will let me know.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm sure you're the
yeah.
first
It's a fair
person
assumption.
people will turn to
Yeah,
if there's
it's-
news about
yeah.
Twilight.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
it,
Yeah.
All right, next question. Which show is more iconic? Pretty Little Liars or Gossip Girl?
Gossip Girl.
Gossip Girl.
Depends on your generation.
I'm of the generation of Gossip Girl.
I think Gossip Girl.
Gossip Girl, I think definitely.
Gossip Girl has the more iconic characters by a
Yeah.
landslide.
Yes.
And those jokes of like, even in The Office, Michael does that, and he makes his diary. He signs it off XOXO Gossip Girl.
No way.
His diary
Maybe I
entry.
do need to watch The Office
Yeah, I
now.
know
Okay,
his
just for
diary
that.
entries. He said I would say for sure. Yeah, it gets mentioned in a lot more things too.
Actually, I still say that once in a while.
Still remember that like
XOXO.
fucking Emily in
Gossip
Paris
Girl.
spoiled the ending of Gossip Girl for me.
Yes, also, yeah.
I
Because
just
I think
started
Pretty Little
stuff so
Liars
much.
is iconic with a certain like age group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think Gossip Girl touched a wider audience.
No, that's fair.
And
I
was
can see
so
that.
much more like everybody knows Blair Waldorf.
Yeah.
Everybody knows fucking Chuck Bass.
Chuck.
Yeah.
You
I'm
know.
motherfucking Chuck Bass.
Yeah, I'm Chuck Bass.
I'm Chuck Bass.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would say Gossip
yeah, it's
Girl, but
definitely
Pretty Little
Gossip
Liars
Girl.
is still iconic as shit.
It's it's iconic in its own very special ways.
Yeah.
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 For sure.
Sort of follow-up question. Which show would you recommend for a first-time watch? Teen Wolf or Vampire Diaries?
I'd go Teen Wolf.
Teen Wolf.
Teen Wolf.
I think
Teen Wolf.
Vampire
Just
Diaries is fucking rough.
kill
Yeah.
Vampire Diaries.
And I like vampires a lot, and
Yeah,
I
as well
struggle-
established in your personal lore.
Yeah, I struggle with early Vampire Diaries.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I am.
The
Yeah.
most I'm willing to do again is season 1, and then after that, it's over.
It's the most 2009 thing ever.
I
Believe
know,
it.
but
Yeah,
it just
yeah.
for that is
Just-
kind of the reason why
I
I,
get
like
it.
it.
There's a charm to it, but yeah,
Yeah.
Teen Wolf has a lot of highlights. I find.
Yeah,
I,
Teen Wolf all the
I
way.
haven't
Teen
finished
Wolf
it.
just
I
for
need to go
season
through all
3.
of it. Yeah.
Just for season
I haven't
3.
even watched season 3, so I have to get to it. Yeah,
Season
I've
3 is
seen
in
season
2
1.
parts.
Yeah, I remember
Part
from your
1
video.
is
yeah.
good. Part 2, wow.
Yeah, I know.
So good.
I will check it out.
The way
for
they were
sure.
like, hey, what if we just let Dylan O'Brien do whatever the fuck he wants this season?
Which
And
is
then it
great.
works.
He is great when you let him do. Like, I'm covering a movie right now, super late at this point, but it's basically like he walked on set and was all like, I'm just gonna be Pete Davidson mixed with MGK, but more.
Oh, really? Oh, is it a not okay
Yeah, it's
movie?
not okay.
How was that? I haven't
It's
seen
like
it.
shockingly good. It's not amazing, but like it sticks the landing. Like when you get to the ending, you're like, oh my god, they like nailed that. They nailed the resolution. But yeah, he's just this character. He's all like, yeah, she got that thicky though. And this girl's like, Colin, you're from Maine. And he's like, yeah, Harper, whatever. Yeah, we all know where we're from. It's just like instantly shuts it off. Like,
He's so funny. 'Cause
He's
I like
so
that
good.
he takes all these little like weird roles.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he doesn't stick to the bigger things. There was a very short-lived rumor that he was considered by WB to
be the
replace Ezra
Flash,
Miller
yeah.
as the Flash, which he would kill that
yeah,
role.
and he was on the short list for Spider-Man, I'm pretty sure,
Also-
when they went for
yes.
Tom Holland.
Yes.
And he also would have been good. I
He was
like
on the
that they
short
went the
list.
younger, but like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was down to Dylan O'Brien, Tom Holland, and Asa Butterfield.
yeah. And I'm glad it wasn't Asa, personally. I love Asa Butterfield. Don't
Yeah.
like him as Spider-Man.
Me neither.
Don't like him as that.
No, Tom Holland was a great choice.
Great
That
choice.
That was
Great
a great,
choice.
great choice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Teen Wolf.
Yeah.
Teen
Teen
Wolf.
Wolf.
or
Teen Wolf
Vampire
for sure.
Diaries.
Teen Wolf.
Do yourself a favor.
Yeah, because Vampire Diaries has its moments, but overall, Teen Wolf is a more worthwhile show.
And it's
to
less
go
of a
through.
time suck. It's only, what, 5
Exactly.
Yeah.
seasons overall?
It's six.
6. Oh,
Six,
shit.
yeah.
Okay, my bad.
Honestly, you can skip season 6. It's
But
fine.
yeah, still, that's still
Okay.
2 seasons less than the Vampire
Yeah.
Diaries.
I'll
Yeah.
take it. Sold.
Yeah. Which TV series you've seen has had the most fitting ending?
The Office.
Game of Thrones. Sorry, what?
The Office.
Whoa.
The Office.
The
actually.
Office,
The
really?
Office. Like The Office. Those last couple seasons, some people really don't like because Michael's gone.
Right.
I
Yeah.
think there's a lot of highlights to those, but I think they nailed the ending. They got everybody back. I think they ended
That
it
was gonna be my question.
really solidly. Like just
Yeah, that's true.
really nice closeout for The Office. I think like they
Yeah.
really understood what they were doing and like closed it out perfectly.
Yeah, I agree with you, actually.
Yeah.
I'm like remembering it now. Like, yeah, it's
and-
kind of cute, too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's cute. And
Yeah.
Breaking
Yeah.
Bad, I would say, is really solid. How it's Breaking Bad's ending.
Yes.
Is
Because
probably
it's
one of the
fun
better.
because Breaking Bad's ending has a lot of surprises, but at the same time, it felt inevitable.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I like that balance a lot. I would say Dark, obviously.
Yes,
Dark,
Dark.
dude.
The ending of Dark
Ugh.
is masterful.
Perfection from
Ugh,
1 to 100.
so
There,
good.
there isn't a single bad minute in this show.
Yeah, exactly.
Not a single bad episode.
No,
Everything
not
is-
at all.
yeah.
It's just
Wow.
The ending of Dark is an
Yeah.
absolute masterclass.
Yeah,
yeah.
Banshee, You're the Worst.
yeah.
You're the Worst has a fantastic ending.
Yeah.
Like, again, I've talked about it in a video, but like to take two characters and give an ending to their story. Wow. I don't know how they did it so perfectly. It's so, and the word here is perfect, is fitting. It's like, it makes
Okay.
so
Fitting
much
it,
sense
yeah.
for it to
Okay.
end the way it does. And
Right.
it's so
Yeah.
like cathartic.
Yeah.
I absolutely loved it. Maybe like with more popular shows, it's really hard for these popular shows to have a satisfying finale.
Yeah, especially if they weren't planned to be one and dones. Because like I think Queen's Gambit nailed its ending,
Yes.
but it's supposed to be a one and done.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
You know.
Because then you have the failed endings, such as Pretty Little Liars.
Yeah.
Which is probably like of all teen shows I've seen, probably the worst series finale.
Glee.
That's the one I
Glee?
haven't seen. That's
Glee
the
is
one
worse.
How I Met Your Mother.
How I Met Your Mother, I actually
Yes,
think is
yes.
The worst.
Yes.
I don't actually remember what happens in the last episode of Pretty Little Liars or Glee. I just know that I watched both of those final seasons. I finally finished both of those shows after years of watching so much of it, and then just kept like restarting but never finishing. And I was like, ass.
Yeah. Wow. Pretty Little Liars was the most. We want to do something, but don't actually have the balls to do it. It's like we want one of the main girls to be A.
Right.
But we don't actually have the balls to do that, so we're going to pull off a secret twin, evil twin.
Which is in the books. Which is in the books.
It's in the books,
in
but...
in the
books, it's
books.
explained. It's like Allison's twin.
And
there's like a whole fucking like backstory
explanation
that
as
comes
to why
it.
no one knew.
And with Spencer in the show,
Yeah,
spoiler
it's so
alert,
weird.
Spencer, it's just like her. First of all, they made her twin British for no reason.
I totally forgot
What?
it
No
was
reason.
Spencer.
Yeah. It's so bad. And like her accent is so off. You can tell she's American and she's just trying to do it. It
God
sounds like
damn
a
it,
parody
Troy.
of a British accent. It's so weird.
Oh no.
And I feel bad because Troy Belisario is by far the best actress on this show. But she did not. That accent did not land.
No.
And so they did that terrible ending, How I Met Your Mother.
Oof, woof. That's like you torpedoed that in like 2 single episodes.
Yeah,
you just torpedoed all the goodwill you
Yeah.
built.
Man, it sucks because it's still like one of my favorite
I
shows
love
ever.
watching
Great
it.
sitcom.
I'll just always watch that show,
Yeah.
but I'll just like avoid like the last half
Yeah.
of the last
Yeah.
season.
Yeah. Oh,
Like,
Dexter's finale. It was garbage.
Oh, and then they tried
Oh.
again, and it still sucked.
I didn't watch the new one, but I thought people did like. New
Apparently,
Blood.
yeah?
it's really good
Until
till the
the
finale.
ending.
Yeah,
God,
it's
they
like the
just-
last 10 minutes ruined the show even more.
Why do they keep doing that?
know.
Why isn't anybody talking to
It's
them?
like a desire to like desperately have a twist,
Yeah.
yeah.
and when you don't need one,
You don't need one.
You don't
It's
need
just-
one, and it just didn't work
like-
at all. Then you
Yeah.
have shows that have had a bad final season, but the finale kind of saved it.
Yeah,
I'm thinking
yeah.
of that 70s show.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
That
Oh,
70s show,
yeah.
the final season, you're
So
like, what are
bad.
they doing?
Oof.
What are they doing?
Man.
And then you have like the final
Mm-hmm.
episode is like, okay, they saved some of it.
Yeah.
Jackie and Fez ending up together still makes zero
that's
sense.
So weird.
Such bad writing.
We're gonna see where that ends up on that 90s
The 90s show, yeah.
I'm sure.
Jesus.
I'm sure they're gonna find a way to put Kelso and her
yeah.
together. for
Yeah,
sure,
they
since
have
they're
to.
married in real life and shit.
Yeah.
But that's what the people want.
That's what
Yeah,
people want.
yeah.
Come on,
Yeah.
Kelso and Jackie, let's do
Come
it.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hyde and Jackie, I was on board
I thought
with.
that was cute. I
It
really
was
liked
okay.
it.
They made it work really.
Yeah,
they
I
developed
liked
it
it
really
a lot.
well.
Yeah.
Too bad Danny Masterson's a sack shit, so
Big
he
rip.
will not be back.
Big
Exactly.
rip, yeah, big rip. But yeah, Kelso. I'm excited to see what they're gonna do with Kelso because Ashton Kutcher was very open about the fact that he got bored of the character.
Of course,
because
how
he was
could
a
you
too
not?
much
Yeah.
a one-note
For sure.
idiot.
Yeah.
So I wonder if they're gonna do something different with that. I wonder if it's gonna be still a laugh track comedy or if they're gonna kind of make it a more modern sitcom.
Ooh.
Super curious about all of that.
That is interesting.
Because if you have a Kitty Foreman, it has to be a laugh track comedy.
You have
It's too
to.
charming.
Yeah, it's too charming.
It's too
You
charming.
have to.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm getting excited. I want to watch that now.
I hope they do a laugh track. I do because,
Yeah.
yeah, it's weird. Yeah,
Well, it also has like, I don't know, it's like based in nostalgia too, right?
it is. Yeah, so it almost
Yes,
feels like
it
you
is.
have to
Yeah.
because
It is
the
based on
90s were
nostalgia.
still
yeah.
laugh track
That's
dominant. So
Give
Yeah.
it to us. Let's do it.
Yeah, like
but
the
then again,
90s
it's
was
also
Friends,
Netflix, so
Mhm.
it's also with Netflix, right?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
So
mostly,
I think they're
trust
doing it.
Netflix.
you mostly chose Netflix?
Yeah.
Okay.
Netflix
This
has its
year
misses,
has only
but
been like the first time where they've been kind of, I feel like, really fumbling with certain properties and stuff.
Okay.
But
yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
true. Yeah, I hope they're gonna get their shit back up.
Yeah.
Honestly, but I'm cautiously optimistic about
Yeah.
that 90s show.
Great way to
Same.
put it.
Yeah.
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 I believe that Sons of Anarchy is the best show ever made. Can someone please validate me? No.
Sorry.
No. I'm sorry.
Never watched
I
it.
love you
I've
though.
I haven't finished it, but from what I've seen, I can confidently say it is not.
Nope, it's not the best show ever made.
It can be your favorite show, and that there's nothing
That's
invalid
totally
about
fine.
you
Nothing wrong
believing
with
that.
that.
There's
Yeah.
absolutely nothing wrong with that. Hell yeah,
Yeah.
but I don't think from any standpoint it could be considered the best television show ever made.
Yeesh, not even close. Not even. I've watched a lot of it, but
Yeah.
it's not a bad show.
No, it's not bad by
but
any means. It's good. It's just like not.
I would
the
not
best.
put it in a top 50 even.
No, I
you
don't
know.
think so either.
Yeah. What do you think about Lady Gaga in the role of Harley Quinn and it being a musical? We spent most of season 1 talking about how we hate the idea of a Joker sequel.
Yeah, I still hate it.
Yeah.
Still hate it.
I hate it more
I
that
hate
it's a
it
musical.
more.
Yeah.
And that it's Lady Gaga.
Yeah, I'm interested to
Ugh.
see. I don't know. Like I said, just based on listening to Todd Phillips talk about the first one, most of the stuff that seemed clever is stuff that he just accidentally fell into.
Yeah.
And it was
that's
like
sad.
wasn't his intention necessarily, and he just really lucked out with like an amazing performance and
Yeah.
like a great score and like a couple fun little things. But it's like most of the big ideas were just from like pre-existing things that you could directly
Yeah.
point
And
at.
like, what story are you even gonna do?
Folie à deux, shared madness.
Yeah. That's what they're doing.
It could be interesting. I don't want it, but it could be something. I'm so tired.
Real
I much
question. Is Lady Gaga that good of an actress?
I don't think so.
I don't think
I mean,
so
I
either.
don't think so.
I liked her in A Star Is Born, and then when
Yes.
people were like, "She's gonna get nominated for House of Gucci," I was like,
That does not make sense.
"Okay, little monsters."
If
For
you say
sure.
so.
For sure. She's not bad. Like, she worked in A Star Is Born, but I don't like. I'm sorry, Saoirse Ronan blows her out of the water. She blows most people out of the water.
Yes. To be
But
fair.
like, I don't know. I think if you take the worst best nominated actress this year, like, or anybody who was in contention, it's better than the Lady Gaga.
By a landslide.
Yeah, like I'm sorry,
Yeah.
seeing her involved in a project doesn't excite me.
Yeah, me neither. It's
I'm
like that
like,
doesn't sell
it-
Joker 2 for me.
Yeah,
At
it
all.
made
I'm like, if anything,
sense.
if it make it another universe and get Margot Robbie for fuck's sake. Like,
Oh, that would have been so much.
you have the ultimate Harley Quinn.
I think she's
Like-
too young to pair against the Joaquin Phoenix Joker, and
Yes, I think so too.
I
actually.
think
That's
she's
fair.
too bombshell Harley Quinn. I think, not that I'm not saying Lady Gaga is not attractive. I'm just saying
Yeah.
she's a different kind of attractive that I think pairs better. She's still far too good for the Arthur Fleck version.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Joker.
But I see what you're saying. You
But
need like
yeah.
more like a mature-ish.
Yeah, more
kind of-
Yeah.
mature-ish, just someone who has
Yeah.
like the older vibes. It's like Margot Robbie's 32. I don't know how old Lady Gaga is, but she's got to be like, she's not that much older, but like maybe
Yeah.
36, 37.
I mean,
Yeah.
if even, that's still not.
She's either way. It's weird. I honestly just don't even think they should do Harley Quinn. Or what I think, if he starts hallucinating that she's into him and she's not.
Okay, if the whole movie was one giant hallucination, and he's just like singing.
He's doing the thing that all the internet stalkers do and making up a relationship. Like, oh,
Right,
she
yeah,
brought
yeah.
her red pen today.
Okay.
Today's she's
could be
that's
on
a
board.
special
Could be on board
message
with
to me.
that,
I
yeah.
could
Then
be
we
on
can
That
have
could
fun.
justify being a musical too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are they
exactly.
smart
Building
enough? Well, that's what I'm thinking. That's why I think Folie à Deux. I think it's like the shared madness either.
Yeah.
But I don't want them to do it between both of them. I want it to be him
Yeah.
insane
Yeah.
and her being like, I was just doing my job.
Yeah.
Like, not have Harley Quinn go Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
Be her be
Ooh.
Dr. Quinzel the whole time and
I
just
like
not
that.
into it.
That'd be very
That'd be a
interesting.
switch
That's
up. Yeah,
way
that'd be
better.
changing
Insanely
things up.
interesting.
because we've
I hope they
done
go that
everything
route.
else. So
I'm so not down, man.
I know, right?
You know, I was already not on board with the Joker movie without the bat. They
Yeah.
made it work, sort of.
And
Sort
if
of.
anything, too much, all the Wayne connections in the Joker movie actually pulled away from it being a good movie.
Yeah, exactly.
In my
yeah.
opinion, like, it's a really good movie to not be what it is, and the Joker makes it marketable in a larger scale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you have a worse Nightcrawler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna end on this one
Okay.
because I think it's fun.
Okay.
Is Amanda gonna read all of the 365 Days book saga?
Yeah. Since that question, how long ago was that? I already read the first two.
How many are there?
There's 3.
Oh, good luck.
And the
okay.
third one, the only reason why I haven't done the third one yet is because it hasn't been translated to English. This is going to be it's very weird. The first movie came out,
Yeah.
did super well. They translated the first book into English, then translated the second one sometime like late 2021. So I covered that. And then the movie came out, and
Yeah.
now the third movie is immediately being pumped out like next week.
Oh,
Like
wow.
on Thursday,
wow.
on Friday. It comes
Wow.
out Friday. So it's like, I
It's
feel like
5 months later.
yeah, not even like 4 maybe.
Whoa.
Holy hell.
But I
That
think it's
must have been
because
crazy.
They shot them
they've
back to
shot them
back?
back to
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
But I
Okay.
feel like the second one was originally supposed to come out last year. The pandemic delayed it, and for some reason they wanted to keep it within a 3-year which is really weird to me. I'm like, wouldn't you guys want to sit on that for a little bit?
Yeah.
I don't know why they're not. So there'll be the video about the movie, like pretty much immediately, as fast as I can get it out, and then I'll do the book. I think it's officially comes out in like early September.
Okay.
God damn. Well, you heard it here first, guys. You have the scoop. She will do.
Terrible to prep. I love filming that shit. I have so much fun with those videos because you don't. It's just unhinged ranting. It's so much fun.
Yeah, you don't care about spoiling shit.
Don't care about spoiling.
Yeah.
I don't care about being rude. Like she made some weird kidnapping rape fantasy. I can say whatever I want.
Yeah. You can stand your ground.
She did the bad thing first.
She did it.
Yeah, she's your true arch nemesis. Yeah. I have Roberto Aguirre Sacasa.
I don't actually think she's my nemesis. I think I'm like, thank you. I had a nemesis and I can't remember who it is anymore. So I guess they weren't that serious of a nemesis. But I know there was someone that I was like, this person has it out for me specifically. I need to remember who it is.
Oh, really?
Oh my God.
Wait, what did they make? I don't remember.
That's what I can't remember anymore. Maybe she is technically my nemesis in terms of what I have to like put myself through.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I can't remember. There is someone, but
we'll find out.
We'll find out.
By the end of the season.
We got time. We'll find out.
We got time.
Yeah.
We'll find out.
Well, guys, you heard it here first. Amanda will suffer for you until the end of times. And so will I, unfortunately, because I keep watching Roberto's shows for some reason. Yeah. So thank you so much for tuning into this episode. All our links are in the description. You can find them down below. And we will see you guys later.
Stay sexy.
Bye.
Peace out, y'all.